Girls, it's Mrs. Zetterholm. We are going to walk through a lab that you guys are going to do today. So you're going to listen to my directions first, and then you will do the lab on your own. So for this lab, you are going to need a coin. I have a penny here, but any coin will do, just as long as it has heads and tails. Get that out and ready. So when you start this lab, I'm showing you my screen right now. You will see that it says random variation up at the top. Then there's a table. Let's go down and read the directions underneath that table first. It says, flip a coin to determine the traits of your plant's offspring. So you're going to be flipping this coin. I put it on my thumb, and then I kind of go, woo, and then I drop it on the floor. You might do it a little bit more organized so it doesn't fall right on the floor. So that's step one. Step two says, if you flip heads, your offspring will inherit the trait from plant A. If you flip tails, your offspring will inherit the trait from plant B. So you can see in this table up here that we are going to be creating our new flower, a new flower. And there are two plants that this flower is going to be created from, plant A or plant B. So if I flip my coin and I get heads like I just did, I am going to circle plant A. So I got heads. So for flower size, I would circle large because that's under plant A. Now I'm going to do it again. That's what step 3 says. Repeat this process for each of the 4 traits. I got heads again. So since I got heads again, look up at the chart. I would do stem length. I would circle long in that table. Then I'm going to flip again. This time I got tails. So I'm going to circle thin under leaf width because B is for tails. My last flip, I got tails again. So petal color, I got pink. Okay, so I've circled on my actual table up at the very top. I've circled the ones that I've gotten. I flip it one time for each of those 4 traits, flower size, stem length, leaf width, and petal color. I flip it one time for each and I circle which one it matches. So now we are on to step 4. Step 4 says on page 2, draw out the traits that resulted from your offspring. Draw what yours looks like based on the chart. So I had, my flower size was large, my stem length was long, my leaf width was thin, and my petal color was pink. So on page 2, I need to draw this out. You'll see there's a big space here for you to draw. So I would draw a large flower head, and I would color it in pink because that's what I got. I would then draw a really long stem with very thin leaves because that's what I got through my random flipping of my coin. Step 5 says record the results for each trait on the next page. So down at the bottom, we need to write those traits in. So I would say flower size large, petal color pink, leaf width thin, stem length long. You would put whatever you got when you flipped your penny or your coin. Step 6 says, then answer the questions. These are the questions down at the bottom. Number 1 says, imagine everyone in your class did this activity. Would all the offspring, meaning all the flowers, look exactly the same, or would they look a bit different? So if everyone were flipping the coin, would everyone's flower be the exact combination? You're going to answer with, they would all look the exact same, or you could choose, they would all look a little bit different. Number 2 says, imagine everyone in your class did this activity. Even though it was random, since we flipped a coin, could certain combinations be more common than others? Like, could there be a bunch of people who had the same petal color and flower size, even though it was all random? Could that happen? Yes or no? You'll color in the bubble. Number 3 says, if all the offspring come from the same parents, we know that because it's just between plant A and plant B, why do they look so different from each other? So bunch of people could do these coin flips and there would be a bunch of different ones. So why can they look different from each other? If they have the same parents, why might your flower look different from my flower? Okay, so remember, very first thing you're going to do is get out your coin. You're going to flip it and fill out the table up at the top. You're going to circle the one that it matches for you. Then you're going to draw it on page 2 and fill out these lines based on what you got in your table. They should match. And then the last thing you'll do is answer those 3 questions. After you're done with all of those steps, you will submit it to Schoology as an assignment. Have fun!